What's up, Panthers fans? We're back with another video. This is the post game for the Falcons versus the Panthers in Charlotte in Bank of America Stadium. We lost 29-3. You hear that sound? That's the sound of us laying an egg. And Atlanta fans cheering their butts off all the way from Atlanta to us sucking bricks today. Absolutely awful game. I can't find very many positive things in this game. Very few. But we're going to go down the list and then we're going to talk what our future is for this year afterwards. But let's break down this game a little bit and how utterly bad it was. Quarterback C minus. C minus grade. Every time I look up and see Kyle Allen pass a medium or a deep pass, Trufant is there on that right side with a safety, and we're trying to hit DJ Moore. Why? He's not open. Use your brain. How many open receivers have we had in that game? How many? I can't even count on two hands right now how many open receivers that we've had during the first quarter alone. I can't even count them on two hands. We were so bad. We didn't even move the chains at all in the first quarter. Not once. Only once, maybe. Kyle Allen tried to force so many passes today that were just not there. And we'll get to this absolutely hot garbage offensive line later. But that did not give Kyle the time of day to even tie his shoes. But let alone throw a pass. But we'll get to them in a minute. Kyle Allen, when he did have time, tried to force it into double coverage several times, tried to force it into coverage that was not to wide receivers that were completely covered. It was not there. It was clear. Clear as day. These guys did not take any time to get open. At all. At all. I mean, it was like looking at a bunch of monkeys escape from the zoo. Just running routes like they were stupid or something. Like, why? They were easily followable routes. Anyone that's played Madden could follow those routes with a corner. Come on. Come on, man. You're killing me. Play calling was hot garbage. Hot garbage. And I'm saying that with every possible word in the English language. Lit up hot garbage. Play calling gets a D from me. If you cannot figure out where you are supposed to be on the field, what you're supposed to be doing, after looking at film, after studying these guys, you're never going to succeed against Atlanta. You're not. They're just too quick. They're just too quick. And, you know, Here's the thing. I want to point out Mr. What was his name again? I want to point out Mr. Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley, I know him well from his days in Clemson. This dude is a beast. I give him his due. But normally he's held in check. Normally. In the NFL. He didn't make the transition that well. It took him 2 years to get used to the system. But once he did start getting his plays, and he started getting his tackles, and getting through some of the lines. But this year he's been quiet. You look at his numbers, he's been quiet. Versus our offensive line that is hot garbage. And that seems to be the theme words today, is hot garbage. Because that's what this team is right now after this game. The offensive line, okay. You've got Taylor Moton sitting over there with 3 penalties at least. I would venture to say 4 in this game because he's just been that garbage. And he just invites these guys to push him back into our quarterback. And of course they're going to take that challenge easily and come up and challenge Kyle Allen. Where are the fundamentals, Taylor? Where are the fundamentals? How many weeks have you studied how to block? This is your livelihood. You are a starting... Dude, I'm just so mad. I'm so mad right now at our players right now. Because they know better. They know better. I'm throwing them all under the bus. Except for Christian McCaffrey, Trey Boston, and Luke Kuechly. Everybody else does not get a free pass today. None of y'all earned it. None of y'all. None of y'all. Even Trey Turner had a penalty today. Even Trey Turner. This dude has a penalty every game that he's been playing for us since he's been healthy. And while he was healthy. And then you've got, drumroll please, Darrell Williams, who looked like an escaped gorilla from the zoo trying to block Vic Beasley out there. By the time he got in position to try to block, Vic Beasley was already on Kyle Allen. Before Kyle even took 3 steps. What is going on with our fundamentals on the offensive line? Does anybody care in this management staff? Does anybody care? We've got 2 head coaching minds and nobody seems to care. How we do our... Boy, I tell you. There needs to be some changes in Carolina. Because this just can't fly. This cannot fly any longer. I've been watching this O-line for 4 years now since our Super Bowl run. Just lay an egg. Lay an absolute egg blocking. And I'm sick and tired of our coaching staff ignoring it. Changes need to be made or coaches need to get fired. This is ridiculous. I'm dead serious about this because I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. This is the 4th season in a row that our coaching staff has ruined because they refuse to fix our offensive line. Refuse. We had a golden opportunity at trade deadline time. Golden opportunity in free agency. Golden opportunity over waivers. and nobody touches any people in the offensive line list. Nobody. Nobody. Now, I get the fact that the one offensive tackle that I had suggested before would not have passed our physical. But that's no excuse not to go for another one somewhere else. Maybe pick up a free agent. Maybe draft one. I don't know. Do something. You've had 4 years. Use a pick. For goodness sakes, man. How many more years are we going to put up with this garbage before somebody fixes our lines? I want to hear from the comments section. Y'all get on these coaches, man. Tell them to do something. Nobody even in our fan base even wants to watch these games anymore because we know we're going to get slammed by Matt Ryan, by Drew Brees, by all these veteran quarterbacks, and these average defensive ends. Not so much counting Bosa, you know. But, come on, man. If we're even getting beat up by Vic Beasley, who's been quiet most of the year, that's gotta be our line. That's gotta be. What else could it be? Boy, y'all drive me nuts. Y'all drive me absolutely nuts. This coaching staff, man, I swear. How do we go from a very decent performance against Green Bay in Lambeau and lose by inches to this? How? Can someone explain that to me? How this team is this inconsistent? In this freaking garbage? It's gotta be coaching. Run, Norv, you gotta go. You gotta go, and you gotta go this year. I'm done with this. I'm over it. Y'all didn't expect me to rant on this offensive line problem, but it's gotten to the point where it's got me heated. It's got me straight heated after getting blown out by the Falcons. And y'all understand how much I dislike the Falcons. I really dislike the Falcons. It's not to the hate level yet, but I really dislike the Falcons. But we have one optional game against the Falcons now left to try to get to 9 wins. That's it. That's it. We have to go to the Dome to beat these guys. After we just got shut out 29-3. Tank. I've had enough. Tank this season. The Panthers fans have suffered enough. The players have suffered enough. Tank the season. These grades don't even matter after this game. Honestly. They don't even matter. The only reason they matter is because of the player value. And how the coaches have halfway been using them. And I say halfway because our coaching staff doesn't have a freaking clue what they're doing with the offensive line. Or how to play offensive ball with a decent strategy. Here's our offensive strategy. DJ Moore, DJ Moore, DJ Moore. Christian McCaffrey. And let's just hope to God DJ doesn't have bricks for hands that day. Or is it double coverage by Dustin Trufant out there? Like, come on, man. What kind of an offensive scheme is that? West Coast does not work against Atlanta's D. It is proven it does not work. Any offensive game plan we have come up with for the past 4 years has not worked against Atlanta's D. Unless they are just total garbage and worse than us. Alright. I'm done ranting about the offensive line now. I'm done. I'm over it. Christian McCaffrey does Christian McCaffrey things. That's an A. Wide receivers, trash. Trash. These are average corners in Atlanta. Average. And you guys can't find a way to get open? I understand part of that. 25% of that is the play calling from Norv. But you got to find a way to break off of those routes and find a way to get open. Nobody did it. Meanwhile, you got people crashing the line and killing Kyle Allen back there because he can't get rid of the ball quick enough to people that were open. When they were open. The plays that we did get passes on were just short, quick throws. And that's not going to cut it. That's not going to move the chains. We saw it earlier in the season when we got blown out by the Niners. It does not move the chains. Someone's got to find a way to get open, and it can't just be DJ Moore. It can't just be Christian McCaffrey. Step it up. Find a way. Greg Olsen gets maybe 2-3 catches a game. That's because he's smart. He's seen these coverages before. The rest of these guys don't have a freaking clue. They've been studying film for weeks, and they still don't have a clue. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I get that Trufant's a beast. I do get that. I'll give you that. That's why you don't throw it near him. That's why you deviate from him. Let him in the safety cover up DJ and you go somewhere else. That's where these wide receivers need to find a way to get open so that we're not just constantly trying to hit DJ Moore into double coverage. That is embarrassing. And it does not move the chains. It does not get points on the board. And you can see it. We only got 3 as a result. Moving on. Greg Olsen, A. Greg Olsen does what he does. No big deal there. Defensive tackle. Dontari Poe is a ghost yet again. Poe, do you exist on the field? Do you? I didn't see a single tackle from you. Not a single one. I heard on the radio right before kickoff that they were going to start relying on Dontari Poe. Where was he? Out in space somewhere? No, he was being blocked. He was being second level blocked. Meanwhile, you got Atlanta's Ridley just running the circles around our defense because we can't figure out a way to stop him. This team just cannot beat the Falcons. I'm telling you. They only have 2 wins, ladies and gentlemen. 2 wins. And we can't beat them. For some reason, for some God-given reason, we cannot beat this team. We cannot figure them out. I don't understand it. Defensive end, we barely got any pressure on Matt Ryan. When we did, we got the sack, or we got him to force it into throwing it into a bad pass. Let me try that sentence again. When we did get to him, he was forced to throw a bad pass, or we got the sack. Or we got the hurry at least. But that was maybe 25% of the game. The rest of the game, we were just getting... Where's the pass rush? Where's the pass rush? And I get that you need to put people deep for coverages. And I'm getting to that next. And that was my recommendation, against Matt Ryan, is you want people in coverage. Not necessarily blitzing Matt Ryan, because he's going to get that ball out quicker because he hasn't had a line for the past, 6 years. So he's learned to get the ball out quicker. So you want people in coverage guarding these guys closely. Especially Ridley. Because if Ridley gets that ball, he is dangerous. And in short coverage and medium coverage. If you don't cover him well and you don't tackle him, he'll run circles around your D. Point blank, he will. It doesn't matter if they don't have Sanu. Do you see this team caring if they have Sanu or not? They just put up 29 points on us without Sanu. Imagine if they had Sanu. We'd be looking at 35, maybe 42 by now. It would be looking like a Clemson score against a mediocre team. Like, come on. So, moving on to corners. D. From what I saw, good coverage. Somewhat good coverage. And then hot garbage coverage. And then there's Dante Jackson taking a complete play off and not understanding what was going on. Off in space somewhere. Oh, meanwhile, you've got Bradbury on the other side. Oh, hey, it's a go route. Let's cover him. Let's cover Julio. 1-on-1. Should be able to handle it. Okay, he can either go 3 ways. He can go straight, he can go left, or he can go right, towards the sideline. Which way is he going to go, Bradbury? He can't go anywhere else. If he goes for the curl, the turnaround for the curl, you got him. If he keeps going, you've got him. Keep running. But if he goes left or right, the only way Matt Ryan completes that pass is if it's to the inside, the way you play defense, coverage-wise. If you're doing it right. Julio goes towards the sideline, and he doesn't know what to do. He just throws his hand up like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I don't know where he's doing. Herp, derp, derp. God, the amount of times the team does not use their brains drives me absolutely up the wall. And I'm not just talking about Kyle Allen. I'm not just talking about Bradbury. I'm not just talking about Dante Jackson. I'm talking about the whole doggone team. When you guys don't use your brains, we get slaughtered. Even special teams. Okay. Can we just talk about Barner real quick? Barner was on our roster, ladies and gentlemen. That's what hurts the most about that punt return. He was on our squad. The Falcons got him and used him against us and got a touchdown on a punt return. That makes me angry. That's coaching staff mistake right there. That is why you do not let go of a above average running back off our squad. You knew he was going to come back to bite us in the butt. You knew it. Everybody knew it. Everybody and their grandma knew it. There it is. That's 7 out of those 29 points right there off special teams. Because nobody knows how to get off their block and tackle the man. Lord have mercy, this team. I'm about done with this mediocrity. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about done with it. Then you got the last two categories, coaching and play calling. Both are D's. Both are just straight up D's. We had so many flags go against us. I want to say 6/7 of those were probably deserved. But the ones that were not, Ron never challenged them. There was no red flag. Ron just stood there like a statue. When it was clear that those were not penalties. And those could have helped us to keep drives alive. That's called coaching, Ron. It's called using the rules to your advantage. We have one successful challenge to use. If we succeed in that, we get another one. And it doesn't cost us a timeout. Duh! Use your brain. It's not rocket science, man. Use your brain. You're getting paid X amount of dollars, and you go out there and you fail to challenge a call like that could have kept us alive and kept us in this game and kept momentum going our direction. How many times did we have a chance to score in that first quarter and second quarter? Come on now. And we did nothing? All we did was lay an egg. Meow. That was our team in the first half on offense. That's the sound of our fans at halftime, leaving for the concession stands. This team either has one choice or we tank. We have one chance or we tank. Atlanta in the Dome. Either we win or we're tanking. The way this team played today, if we play like that in the Dome in Atlanta, we're done. Call it a season, we're done. 8 wins does not even put us in the conversation. Call it a season, we're done. Toss the Seattle game, toss the Indy game. Both the Saints games are going to be losses. You already know that. We already lost one Falcons game. We lose the second Falcons game. We might as well just lose them all at this point. This season's done. The only way we get back in is if we beat Washington and we beat the Falcons on the road. That's it. That's the only way we turn this back around. This train is going the wrong direction. Choo-choo! We're going to Draft Town. And you want to tell me that this team is halfway decent? News media? I'll believe it when I see it. The players want to say that this team is halfway decent. I'll believe it when I see it. If the coaches want to tell me this team is halfway decent, start coaching better, and then I'll believe you. Until then, we might as well toss this season. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is what I would do. This is exactly what I would do. If we don't beat the Falcons in the Dome, in Atlanta, in 3 weeks, I want Ron fired. I want Norv fired. I want at least 2 of these players traded or moved in a trade. Something's got to be done. This is make or break it time right here. This is make or break it time. Make it or break it. We're breaking it. We're not making it. We're definitely not making it, folks. And I hate to say that because I have put so many years of trust and favorability into Norv and Ron. You know, we have two head coaching minds, and neither one of them can figure out a way to get their head out of the sand and help this team figure out a way out of this mess after 4 years. Please explain to me why we can't do that. Norv, you're supposed to be some kind of offensive genius, and yet all I see is from you once you came to Carolina is just garbage. Show me something. Show me something that relates in any way to consistency of winning. Because right now, you're losing respect from me. Ron is losing respect from me. By the minute, he's losing respect from me. And I have had so much respect for both of them when they were in San Diego. So much. And now, it's gone. It's gone. Now it's either prove to me you can coach decently or you're gone. That's where I'm at right now. The Panthers are my team. I like certain coaches. I like certain styles of coaches. But when they fail to coach like they're supposed to be coaching, where are we at? You got to get rid of them. You got to toss them. You got to get fresh blood. It's not the 40s anymore. The West Coast doesn't work anymore. Bring in some fresh blood. Consistency on defense. Where is it? Ron, you're supposed to be some kind of defensive coordinating legend here from San Diego, coaching the Chargers, and yet all I see is a bunch of mediocrity. Yeah. We got to get off this bus, man. We got to get off this bus and do it soon. And start trying as a team. Did you see Luke and Trey Boston out there making an honest effort? Making a genuinely honest effort? Greg Olsen making a genuinely honest effort? Christian McCaffrey, genuinely honest effort to try to carry this team because the rest of you can't seem to find a way to get